And look at Randy Orton slithering.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out! KO! Here's the cover.
Hey, what's up, guys? And we're back here. Hope you had a good weekend. But now we're going to start off Monday with, well, like I promised last week, one hell of a game in the Turtle. Some of you may have seen this in live or seen me post it on, I think, Twitter. But this is going to be the highest damage game I've ever done in a Tier 8 light tank. And possibly a Tier 8 tank in total. I mean, I can't quite remember if I've done more. If I have, it was probably in the TD, probably the Scorpion G, but I don't remember if I have or not. So I'm just gonna go with this is probably my highest damage ever in a Tier 8, and for sure the highest I've ever done in the Tier 8 light tank. And you may think that's weird because first off, Tundra is a terrible map for scouts, but it's a good match. Well, we're actually mid tier this game. It's actually a tier 9 game, which isn't terrible. It's actually okay for this. Completely alright with that. But Tundra is a pretty meh map for light tanks. You can't really get any assisted damage outside of some freak incidents that may happen consistently. But you can get some damage off if you know what you're doing to a certain extent. Usually, in fast tanks, you probably want to go Hill, as we missed the Wheezy, our first shot for 81 damage, but we'll pay him a visit later. Is taking that Hill up to my my left on screen right now is generally the best way of winning this map. That one does connect, but doesn't pen, hits his tracks. But playing solo, I don't like going for those winner-take-all kind of positions like that, especially in a light tank. You can find yourself very, very dead very quick. If you have a lot of support going that way, that's great. You can still do it playing solo as we get our first full pen shot of the game, plus a little fire. Fire's going to be a bit of a trend in this one, but yeah. I generally don't rush the hill if I'm playing solo too much, unless I'm in maybe a medium or something I can feel like I'm going to be able to control that position from. And a tier 8 light tank such as this, especially when only 2 of my tanks actually push up on the hill, is not really the answer, at least this game. So you got to kind of take into account what's happening for the individual game, but that is the most important position on this map, generally speaking, as we get our second penning shot of the game into the SU for about 688, which is very nice, and we dodged the shot, or Batch AP basically missed us. Yeah, we didn't dodge anything. And we're looking to shot onto him, but he pulls back into cover before we're able to hopefully pen him. But so far, off to a pretty good start, 1800 damage, which isn't too bad. I'd happily take that on this map. And it's probably not surprising that the Turtle is probably one of the better tanks for this map. For the smaller maps, you generally would like to be in a derp gun, a tank with a derp gun on it for light tanks, just because you can still do damage quite easily regardless of getting the front of tanks or anything like that. 5120 is coming in. He's focused on the other tank. We should have shot right there. We shoot way too late, and that was never going to hit. That was a misplay right there massively. And now the Wheezy is coming in on us. I completely see that. And he's going to get a shot into me right here, which is pretty well aimed. And we're just going to RBRT onto him, and yeah, he gone. So good kill there. We take out the enemy light tank. It's not as important on this map versus some others, but it still helps. Help us give us that control of mobility and kind of getting around the map quicker. But I'm trying to keep this, what is it? I don't know. IS-3 variant alive as long as possible, and then a wild Malshin appears behind us, so we're going to have to deal with him. Can't really help our teammate there. We're going to just let him fend for himself. Unfortunately, he's probably going to get taken out, but maybe he can go down swinging. Yeah, and there we go. Stockade gets taken out. I try to put one underneath the Malshin to do the most damage. That's where you're going to do the most damage on that tank with a gun like this, the HE rounds. Is not shooting the armor directly, but underneath the chassis and trying to get the splash go up underneath the tank like that is generally what you want to do. But it can work either way. And this I've loaded well, I did have the premium HE loaded to get a little bit more splash damage. But now I've loaded the heat because I see the 5120 has came back around and he's about a one-shot. I don't think I can pen him consistently with the HE. I can if I get his side or something like that. But with the heat rounds, I should have enough pen to go through his turret fairly consistently. It could be iffy, but I just feel like I can need the heat round to hopefully kill him if he comes my way. And we saw it the Malshin, and here comes 5120. He's coming up on us. We shoot, but our SCRV is paying attention and finishes them off. And now we just have this Malshin to deal with so far right now. This game's still pretty close. We're losing right now, but I like our chances still. And here we're going to play some mind games with this Malshin. He wants to shoot me really badly, apparently. He's just staring at this light tank. I'm not going to give him the chance to shoot me. I'm just going to let my STRV farm him until his attention turns, and then I'm going to pop out and try to shoot him in the tracks to track him in place. Unfortunately, it doesn't quite come off. The tracking shot, that is. I was going to poke forward here, but I see the Diamondback pushing up, so I go backwards instead. Give me cover from him, and there we go. There's the tracking shot we were looking for, but our STRV is sadly taken out, and we're running out of friends in this general area, so now is the time to get out and fall back to the other side of the map, basically, at this point, and try to avoid taking any shots from the Malshin or Diamondback, as the rest of our team is pretty much in that A9, A0 kind of area. We're still even score-wise, but they definitely have the bigger guns and the armor at this point, as they have the Malshin alive still, though he's going to get taken out right there. And that's really good for us, because then I think we can pen just about everything else that's left on their team. I don't know what their heavy tank is at this point. I don't think I come across him, to be fair. We missed that one. That was again, this game wasn't perfect. Not every game is. Even the best results ever in like a tier 8 light tank that I've had, still missed shots, and that could have been it's gonna be kind of costly, because if we could have hit him there, we could have probably penned him, or at least making him a one-shot with a direct pen. But now we're going down the cap. They're trying to do that, and we slam one into the rear of the Charioteer there, while narrowly avoiding the Diamondback. We also have to worry about the Iron Rain up on the hill, who's got shots, he's got Overwatch, and that's what I'm talking about right there. We got to try to defend this, because my teammate is up on the hill, and he's not going to move very much, so it's basically up to me at this point to defend the base against 2 tier 8 TDs. We put one into the Diamondback to reset his capture points, and we're going to dip out as they're both pushing and wait till I can get reloaded, and then we're going to push back in and hopefully take out the Charioteer with his Prem HE round, which we should be able to pen him frontally regardless. He does put one into us, which sucks, but we're able to tank him out, and now we can outrun the gun arc of the Diamondback just barely here, and we do. Now we have the Iron Rain up on the hill looking at us as well. I don't shoot here because he's not actually backing up against the rock, so I'm going to squeeze on by and put one into his rear, and we're able to pen the Diamondback. Iron Rain bounced off him, missing us, and we were able to set him on fire for a couple of extra ticks and get some extra damage out of that. So pretty hectic so far trying to defend this cap. Again, it's basically a 1 versus 3 at this point, because my TD is really not doing too much. We put one again into the Diamondback for a couple extra 100 damage there, which is nice. Should mean he's a one-shot if we shoot our next round correctly, and then we can focus on the Iron Rain. So I'm going in here at this point, and unfortunately the Iron Rain does connect a shot there, and then wait, we didn't kill him. How did we not kill him? We didn't aim, we weren't paying attention, and I think we hit the front of his hull armor, and now we're in this awkward dance between the Iron Rain up on the hill, not trying to hit the Diamondback, trying to outrun the Diamondback, and we are able to do that successfully and finish off the Diamondback. So making things a bit more awkward than they needed to be, but we're able to take him out, and now it's just a 2 versus 1 against the full health Iron Rain, which is the perfect tank for me to shoot at, because I don't have to worry about getting around his rear. I can shoot him basically anywhere on him and pen with HE. So it's pretty much the ideal scenario in terms of what tank you'd want to be facing at the end of a game in the Turtle. Ideally, I'd like to have more health at this point, but it's okay. We have plenty of time and plenty of ammo. As I take a speculative blind shot there in case I'm not spotting him somehow. Maybe he's got binos or a camera net. I don't know. But it's kind of worth it there just in case. But now again, we have time. I don't want to just rush in here. I'm just trying to see if I can spot him, light him up. And here we take a quick moment to pause because I was about ready just to dip over that ridge line, but we're on very, very little health here. And I go, no, I'm not dying to physics, turn around, and we're going to go the long way. I'm not going to take shortcuts, get spotted, and get caught out. I'm going to take the longest possible way around, try to get the best angle on this guy. I have plenty of time. It's tundra. It's a small map. I don't have to worry about running out of time at this point. We have over 5 minutes still, and I know exactly where he's at. And granted, he should be on the hill because the hill is still his best bet at winning this game. So I don't imagine him moving at the end scenario here at all. So I'm kind of taking that. That's a good guess. I haven't spotted him though up on the hill, so I'm going to make a guess that he's actually looking this way. As I go over here, I still have HE loaded, obviously. I don't need heat. Depend on Borsig. Our T-28 has actually started moving at this point, which is impressive. And we're going to poke out backwards, and sure enough, there's the Iron Rain. He doesn't spot us at 300 meters, which is amazing. Gives us time to aim in and slam one into him for 661 damage and take a big chunk of his health off. Now, here's a little bit of a misplay. I should have just kept going until I got unspotted and then backed up like this. Just to confuse him a little bit, hopefully, throw him off. But we're going to back up without that, and he's looking right at us. And we're able to snap it into him for our 5th kill, bringing our damage total up above 7,200 damage, which is a massive result in a tier 8 tank, and most definitely in a tier 8 light tank. Turtle's probably one of the few ones you're going to be able to do massive damage like this in, because a lot of tier 8 lights are kind of capped damage-wise for their ammo. LTTB is the 7,400 max damage you can probably do. As you see, we pick up 2,700 XP. The Malshin is not happy with us. He's sending me hate mail, accusing me of an aimbot, something like that, which is funny. But yeah, it's an absolutely stellar game on Tundra, which is not the map I'd ever imagined this being on. But yeah, 2,700 base, 7,200 damage. This would be an awesome game in a tier 10. But yeah, just great game. And I hope you guys enjoyed, and catch you next time. See ya. Peace.